The definitions of good are all linked to pleasure, and the definitions of bad are linked to pain. If something causes pleasure, it's generally labelled good, and that what causes pain, bad. In that case, while the words good and bad are subjective, like all words, their connotations are what brings pleasure and what brings pain, which can be measured scientifically. However, moral obligation is a different story. Saying you ought to do this, full stop, is semantically flawed. The definition of should and ought use completely circular reasoning. David Hume concluded that you can't derive an ought from an is, so there's no logical way to get to moral obligation. You could maybe say you ought to do this if you prioritise this, but simply saying you ought to do this isn't logically valid.